We started with 271 competitors, and now, folks, ladies and gentle cars, we're down to the top 17. Hello everyone, my name is Farkle8000, and it is time to finish November. I have voice recorded the majority of this competition in 2025, but Happy New Year, it's now 2026. Let's finish November. Here is a reminder of the competitors advancing. They're on your screen now. 5 of these competitors will advance, 1 from each race, and then 2 will advance to round 5, and then only 1 will win the competition. A sneaky pick. I still feel like that Nightmare is still an excellent sleeper type pick. But if you want a race that's more interesting to watch, look no further than the very next race. It's got Comic, Roadster, and Hoverstorm. Comic is your current championship runner-up. Demon, your current points leader, has not advanced to round 3. He was eliminated in round 2. So this is worst case scenario already for Demon. With Roadster and Hoverstorm, it could get even worse for Demon as Comic continues to advance. We will definitely be watching that race very, very closely. We've got 5 races to run in round number 3. So let's stall no longer and get racing. We kick off round number 3 from right to left with Throwback, Fastenal, Rifle, and Rookie Artie. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Artie, a little bit of trouble out the start gate. The middle lanes now bouncing. Rifle's on his roof. It's Artie and Throwback 3 wide across the line. Artie will take the win. Rifle will DNF on his roof. That is a really disappointing result there for him. He's had a really, really solid competition. Unfortunately, it ends on his roof upside down like a turtle. He will lose all of the points that he has gained. But Artie will be the first one into the top 5. It looked like he had some trouble exiting the start gate as soon as he touched down on the ground, because he was kind of in the air in the start gate. As soon as he touched down, it looked like he bounced a little bit. Thought he was going to wreck before he even hit the transition, but he did not. I guess he was actually holding back as the middle lanes went crazy, and he just slipped on through and advances to round 4. Next up, we've got Symbol, 28, Rookie, X-Racer, and Python. And it looks to be 28 and Symbol left behind early, bouncing there for 28. It's X-Racer, it looks like in the lead, those Symbol's there. X-Racer bounces, here comes Symbol, but he'll be unable to close the gap, and X-Racer will take the win. I really thought that Symbol was falling behind coming towards the transition, but as soon as he hit that transition, he drove right on through. But that seemingly slow start was just a little bit too much to beat out X-Racer to the line. Symbol had a great competition here. Glad it finishes with him on his tires and nearly advancing to round 4. That was the final 4-car race of this competition. Every race from here to the end of the competition will be 2 and 3-car races. We finish round 3 with 3 3-car races. The first of those contains Diablo, GM, and Rookie Nightmare. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe GM in the lead now. Bounce! And Nightmare's on his roof! GM was all over the place. Now he bounces. And Diablo will take the win. Nightmare, oh my gosh, will finish the race. I thought he was going to DNF for a moment. And what is quite possibly his best career competition ran an excellent competition, would have been devastated if he DNF'd. Thankfully, he glides on his roof to the finish line. Nightmare, my sleeper pick. I think if he stays on his tires, he wins this race. But unfortunately, Nightmare flips on his roof, allows the sophomore of Diablo to take the win instead. Next up, we've got Comic, Roadster, and Hoverstorm in an all-rookie race. And Comic, in lane number 1, is second in points, minus 41 to the points leader. The points leader did not make it out of round number 2. So now the question is, how far can Comic go? And it looks to be a relatively even start through the transition. A big bouncing Comic was in the air. Hoverstorm's off the track. It's tight with Roadster. Comic pulls ahead, and he'll take the win. Hoverstorm will somehow be able to finish the race. I don't know how. He was off the track. And Demon's worst case scenario gets worse as your runner-up in points, Comic, takes the win. He advances to round number 4. Final race of round number 3 contains Virtual and rookies Mach and Elliot. And it looks to be Elliot a slight lead, now growing through the transition. A big bounce for every lane except Elliot, who's falling away, wobbling to the line. He'll take the win. Tight for second place. I think it might have gone to Virtual. Yes, Virtual will take second place. Mach will come home in third. Elliot gets the victory. What a drive right there for Elliot. He was nearly a car length ahead of the rest of the pack. Coming through the transition, he had an incredible start. And then from there, he just kind of pulled away. As it looked like Virtual got on the side of the track, so good save for him. And Mach got a little wobbly too. It's rare that we see Mach get wobbly, so a little worried for him for the future. But hopefully he keeps it clean for the rest of the year. Elliot, though, kept it clean the entire race and advances on to the next round. And here is your top 5. You have seen every race from them, and from round 1 to round 2, and then round number 3. In round 1, did you think this was going to be your top 5? You probably expected Elliot. He is looking for 2 in a row. He's been impressive, especially since going backwards and then switching locations. I think my biggest surprise in this top 5 is Artie. This is very, very impressive run here for him. I'm really hopeful he can finish it out. Maybe he can make it to the top 2. That might be a bit of a stretch, seeing the competitors he's going up against. But I don't know. This is the Diecast Competition Series in 2025. Literally anything can happen. I've got to give this a little bit of thought here on who my picks will be for the top 2. So I'll be back in just 1 second to give you my picks. Alright, who advances to the top 2 and has a chance at winning this competition? I have my thoughts. I hope they're right, but I'm going to share them with you, and then we're going to find out if I'm right or not. Race 1 was actually the easiest. I'm picking X-Racer. Looking back at, I believe September was the competition that Elliot beat Salty. X-Racer finished 3rd in that competition. He's been really, really solid ever since switching locations. And so I think that he will be the one to beat out the rookie and the other rookie of Artie, and then the sophomore of Diablo. I would say that if it's not X-Racer, Diablo would have the best chance at it, but I don't know. Artie could surprise me, but out of this race, my definitive pick, I'm taking X-Racer. Race number 2 is one that I have thought long and hard about. Comic has beat Elliott before. He beat him in the very first competition we ran this year, round 1, the last race of round number 1. Comic went up against Elliott and he won. But that was in January, and both of them were going forwards. They have both switched to going backwards. I'd say Comic hasn't really lost the speed, but Elliott has really picked up the speed. I gotta find out which competition he started going backwards in and figure out, like, his average points number from then to now, because he's been absolutely incredible since going backwards. And I think that's gonna give Elliott the edge. I think I'm gonna pick Elliott. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Elliott for race number 2, but that's gonna be close. This is gonna be an entertaining race for sure, because it's gonna be so close between Elliott and Comic that I don't think, have they raced each other since that first competition? I'm not sure. I'd have to review the tapes, or review the tapes closer, because I have been reviewing tapes as the season's gone on. But I think Elliott's winning this race. But it's going to be really, really close. Luckily, we don't have to wait very long to know if my picks are right or not. In fact, we only have to wait a couple of seconds. Let's get in to race 1 of round number 4. Drivers are lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. We've got rookies, Artie and X-Racer, and the sophomore of Diablo. Not a single one of these competitors have advanced to a final round in a regular competition. That changes here. Who is the first competitor to advance to the top 2? And it looks to be X-Racer, a slight lead, wobbling through the transition. X-Racer still in the lead, though everyone's right there, bouncing to the line. X-Racer will take the win by about a car length ahead of his competitors. Artie is going to be the competitor to take second place. That is interesting. It looked like he was falling behind early. I guess hit the nitro button through that transition and drove his way forwards. He will take second. The sophomore, the most experienced competitor in this race, Diablo, will fall to last. He has made it to a top 2 in Race Derby and Race and Land. He's won 2 Race Derbies, but Diablo has never made it to a top 2 in a regular competition. That still remains unchanged. He will not advance to the top 2 in this one. Instead, it's the rookie of X-Racer advancing instead. We are now guaranteed to have an all-rookie top 2. X-Racer has already advanced. Who will join him? Will it be Comic or will it be Elliott? Will it be the competitor who is currently second in points, or the one looking for his second in a row? One will advance. Both are very strong. Who joins X-Racer in the top 2? And it looks to be maybe Elliott is slightly coming through the transit. Comic slide! He's grinding on the side of the track. Elliott will take the win. Can Comic keep up the speed? Can he make it to the line? Oh, he's gonna DNF. Comic off the track. And he's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Please tell me you can hear me. Holy shit. This is the second time I'm doing this, but Comic just ended his season. Comic just ended his season. I can't fucking believe it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. He's gonna DNF And his season's over. It's done for him. He will not be your 2025 champion. Demon has an uphill climb. Well, actually, no. Demon does not have an uphill climb. This is Demon's championship now. He will probably be your champion of 2025. Comic ends his season. We did everything in our power to redo this race. We took a look closely at the footage. Did somebody jump the start? We took a look at the transition. Was it off a little bit? Was the track misaligned? Was there a track weight holding the track wrong or in a wrong place? But in the end, we found nothing. There is nothing that we can do to redo this race. We even thought about deleting the footage and doing it all again, but we refused to do that. Every race is a one and done. Under majority of the time, they're one and done. And as heartbreaking as this finish is, there is no choice. Comic claims his first DNF of 2025 in a fight for a championship. He's ended his season. As devastating as that race was, we're not done yet. That was the end of round number 4. We still have 2 competitors fighting for this competition win. A championship season with Comic might be over, but the season for everyone else is not. The show must go on. I hope you're ready to meet your top 2, because I'm ready to introduce them. Starting in lane number 1, we've got X-Racer. He, along with the other competitor fighting for this win, is a rookie. He missed the first several competitions of the year, but ever since he arrived, he's been solid, but not strong enough. And then September happened. We swapped locations, and he has been on an absolute heater. He has been super, super strong. He finished 3rd in September. He's been strong in this competition as well, and he has a chance to claim his first career win in November. However, the competitor he is going up against is looking for 2025 glory. He's a competitor who already has 4 wins this season. He's looking for his 5th, and most importantly, 2nd in a row, of course. I'm talking Elliot. Elliot, as I mentioned earlier, is also a rookie this season. He's got 4 wins and is the defending competition winner. He won the last one. He is looking to go back to back ever since he started going backwards and we switched locations. He has been nearly unstoppable. In fact, he has been unstoppable. He was stopped once by someone who has not advanced to round 2 since that moment. And so Elliot, the younger brother to Splitter, and is also currently fighting for a spot in the top 10 as well, I believe. Or at least he is definitely nearby there. Lines up in lane number 4 in round 5 of this competition. As competitors begin to make their way towards the start line, how does one of these competitors win this competition? Well, it's relatively simple to show you, a little bit difficult to explain, but we'll do our best. Drivers will line up in lanes 1 and 4 respectively, and race down the track. The finish results will be noted, they'll swap lanes, and they'll race again. The round ends, and this competition ends, and a winner is crowned when a competitor takes 2 in a row. If a competitor does not take 2 in a row, they'll swap lanes, they'll race again, they'll move inside 1 and race again, they'll swap lanes and race again, and they will do that 8 times. A race 9 is a one and done. It is worth noting that we have never made it to a race 9 in a regular competition, and every competition since the June competition, which was Elliott's second win of the season, has gone further than their regular races. So it has gone further than 2 races for the competitions, and Race and Land even went to 5 races, which is further than their regular 4. So we could be here a while, and this could be an incredible dogfight to the finish line. But now, competitors are lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. We've got X-Racer in lane 1, Elliott in lane 4, who takes the advantage after race 1. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Elliott in the lead, a wobble there for both competitors. Though now X-Racer's doing it down the track, and Elliott will take the first win by more than a car length. Looking for 2 competitions in a row. The first competitor all season to do that, and looking for his 5th career win, Elliott takes the advantage after race 1. Drivers are lined up back up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. They have swapped lanes, meaning it is now Elliott in lane 1. X-Racer is now in lane number 4. Elliott has the advantage. X-Racer needs a miracle, possibly, to win this competition. It's 2025, or at least the 2025 season. Miracles have been performed before to win competitions this year. Can X-Racer be the next, or does Elliott wrap up this competition in 2 races to claim his 2nd in a row? And it looks to be a relatively even start, wobbling through the transition. X-Racer the biggest. It's Elliott in the lead now. A little wobble there from X-Racer. Elliott crosses the line in first and will take the win in November. His 2nd in a row. He won October. He now wins November. Elliott is on a heater. As of late, he takes his 5th career win, his 5th of the season as well, which easily puts him with the most. No matter what, even if I think Comic or Salty win the next 2 competitions, Elliott will end the season with the most wins on the year, which is just incredible. He has been very strong ever since running backwards. If only he had been running backwards the whole year. With this win as well, Elliott passes his older brother, Splitter. Splitter, your 2020 champion, sits 8th on the all-time wins list. Well, tied for 8th on the all-time wins list at 4 career wins. Elliott moves up. He is tied for 6th place at 5. So, Elliott now possibly becoming the better brother. Kind of depends what you value most. Do you value wins, or do you value championships in your family? I don't know. Both have a very strong case, especially with Elliott here going 2 in a row. I do not want to gloss over X-Racer whatsoever. He put together a very, very strong competition. It's just, unfortunately, he just didn't have the speed to catch Elliott. Not many do, To be honest, not many have had the speed to catch Elliott lately. I think it might take a mistake from Elliott in order to drop him out, very similar to what happened with Salty in the September competition, a competition that Elliott won, and ever since then he has been absolutely insane. But now, I've kind of been dreading this. But here you go. Here is your top 25. Look at Comic. He's down to 4th place in points. The worst Comic had it been this season was 2nd. He was 2nd for a couple of competitions, and then he was 2nd coming into this competition. He has lost. Not only has Comic lost the championship, but Comic has also lost Rookie of the Year. He is more than 100 points out of Rookie of the Year. He is more than 200 points now out of the championship. But, believe it or not, if things go right, Comic could still win the championship. He needs Demon, Roadster, and Mach to be eliminated round 1 in the next 2 competitions, and then Comic needs to go out and win those 2 competitions. He needs to sweep the month of December. So 208 points most likely isn't happening, but there's a possibility, but it sucks, especially because if Comic finishes that race, here's the biggest thing to this. If Comic finishes that race, he is not 41 points behind. He's not 208 points behind. He is 4 points behind the points leader. Just if he finishes that race. But unfortunately, he DNFs. There's nothing we can do about it. And so Comic is now put in this position to where now he has to fight to stay in the top 5 in points as well. And looking at the top 10 entirely, Carrera falls out. Elliott moves in. He leapfrogs Splitter. Not only did Elliott leapfrog Splitter on the wins list, he also leapfrogged Splitter in the points situation as well. Elliott now plus 13. He has 5 wins this year though, so Elliott will be in the All-Star New Year's tournament. Same with Splitter. And looking at this list, I find 14th and 15th to be really surprising. Plymouth and Shifter are coming on strong at the end of this season. Shifter especially has had a very sneakily quiet and very consistent season. Plymouth, not as consistent as years past. 158 points is a lot to make up over the next 2 competitions. But, hey, if Comic has a chance of making up 208 points, then, hey, Shifter has a chance of making up 214 points as well. And Plymouth has a chance of making up 158 points. So it's definitely possible that they could make it in. It's just a long shot. And that will do it. Oh, no. No, that will not do it. As we've got to talk about something that we haven't talked about all season long. And there's been a good reason we haven't talked about it all season long. And that's because it's practically been wrapped up since the very start. I'm talking about Rookie of the Year. It was 82 points between Comic and Roadster. Comic's DNF drops him down to 3rd in the overall rookie point standings. Roadster and Mach pass him, and it is now 23 points for Rookie of the Year. Roadster has a win. Mach has just been stupidly consistent this season. So either one of them could take it. I feel like Roadster might be able to hold on, but I'm more confident in Mock passing Roadster. Mock's numbers, especially recently, I mean, he has 4 200 plus point numbers the last few competitions. Okay, let me be a little bit more specific. 262 is Mock's worst finish in the last 4 competitions. And that is ridiculously consistent. Roadster's worst finish in the last 4 competitions is a 190. And then that's followed up with 252 and then 260. But that's something we got to keep an eye on now, because Comic has pretty much had it locked up until that DNF. So adding more salt to the wound right there on that just devastating DNF for Comic. And officially, that will do it for this competition. Happy New Year, y'all. It's 2026, but we're not done 2025, and I will finish 2025 and then video record 2026. This will not be the only year I video record competitions. I just need to get off the procrastination bus and actually get my ass into gear with this. I've got hopefully a month to video record and voice record 2 competitions. And before you say the season's over, no one has a chance at anything, well, first off, the top 10 conversation definitely still exists at +7 for Splitter, currently on the cut line. But the championship is technically not wrapped up either. Demon, looking for his 3rd career championship, also looking to go back-to-back in championships. Demon putting together an incredible Hall of Fame career. If we ever do make a Hall of Fame, Demon will easily be number 1 into that. He has just been unbelievable. I started the year kind of jokingly saying, is this another Demon season? And it has ended up possibly being another Demon season. The March competition does not lie. If you do not want to miss the rest of the 2025 racing season for the Diecast competition series, subscribe down below. Comment if you think this is how this competition was going to end. Like, comment, subscribe, and that will do it. We'll be back, hopefully very, very soon, with the December competition. Congratulations to Elliott for going back-to-back and claiming the win in November. And now, until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.